Hello, everyone, and welcome to my Weekend Walk and Talk podcast. My name is Dan Gilligan, and I am the owner of an IT company based out of Dallas, Texas. I started this podcast during COVID-19 while walking my dog Fiona. You can think of this as my diary of an IT business owner. While you're here, I hope you can learn something to make yourself better, or at least find it entertaining as I share the ups and downs of my journey. All right, welcome to mid-July in Texas. It's burning hot. I have cut these walks down to about a mile to 2 miles. Today it's going to be a 2-miler. We got coffee. We're stopping at all the houses with the water dishes outside. And every once in a while, we'll find a sprinkler. So anyway, today I was going to talk about this one client experience, or actually a prospect that became a client. And I thought it was just a crazy experience, and why it is we do what we do, why we love doing what we do. So small law firm, prospect. I'm visiting with the prospect, and while visiting with them, this was an on-site visit, they just start telling me how slow their computer is, and they don't understand why, and it always crashes, and it always goes just oddly offline, and every morning they have to restart it. It's like it's off, and they have to turn it back on. They left it on the morning before. I'm like, all right, well, let's look into this a little more. So I'm looking at the computer. It's a really nice Dell computer. It doesn't look like it should be causing the kind of grief that he's talking about. And so if I went and I go and ask for the original invoice. And I'm looking at the invoice, and the invoice doesn't look right. On the invoice, it appears that the computer was sold with an SSD drive and a fairly decent NVIDIA video card. And on the PC itself, I'm looking at it, and there's a spindle drive in it of about 1 terabyte and an empty slot in the back where a video card once was, and the monitor plugged directly into the back of the PC to utilize the onboard video. One of the reasons I asked for the invoice was because I saw it said missing video card slot, and I'm like, that's odd. I don't see this guy taking out PC parts. So let's have a look at his invoice. Also went on the Dell website, and sure enough, I put in the Dell service tag, and the machine was sold with an SSD drive and a pretty nice video card. So I turn and look at him, and I go, it looks like you had some customizations done to your PC after the time of sale. Do you recall doing any of that? And he's like, no. And I said, do you recall this PC being purchased as used? And he goes, no, absolutely not. We bought it brand new. And it took him forever to transfer my stuff. He said a bit more than that, and I won't bore you with that. But the transfer of the company that he paid to buy this one particular PC did not go quite as smoothly as he hoped. I'll just leave it at that. but he did have quite a bit to share there. Um, so so we start talking more and more, and he's just like, you know what? My experience with my previous IT company was just so horrible. How much do you? I don't really want to talk to him again about any of this. How much would you charge me to fix it? So I gave him a price, and I think it was like, just the actual cost of the components missing, video card, hard drive. I think it was like $600. He's like, just do it, just fix it. So so I'm like, all right. So he wanted to see if he could do it for less. So what we did was we didn't do the video card because he just said he didn't care about that, and so we just put in an SSD drive. Well, it certainly made it a lot faster, but the computer kept crashing. At nighttime, it would just turn off, and he would try to remote into it, and it would just keep. He couldn't remote into it because, lo and behold, it was off. So, long story short, we convinced him to replace the computer. Actually, did it um, for half the cost of the computer, as long as because he just signed a 1 year contract with us for managed services. And he also paid for that SSD drive. So my mistake in this process was I just shouldn't have tried to upgrade the PC. I just should have just said to him right from the get-go, listen, man, this PC is just jacked. Hey, Fiona, come here. Getting all wrapped up in your leash. Come here. That was my bad. I should have just went up to him and said, you know what, man, I could replace the hard drive, I could put in a new video card, but why? It's already a year old, or almost a year old. The thing was still in warranty, but about to exit warranty. I don't know where it came from, what it's been through. Obviously, it's had some Frankensteining done to it. Let's just replace it. That's what I should have done to begin with. It would have saved everyone a lot of headache and grief with my team, and oh, we're at the chocolate light, so come on, Fiona. All right, good job. Because just saved a lot of grief, a lot of time and expense, and just because, honestly, just because I fell into that trap that I fall into every now and then of trying to save the client money. Instead of quoting a solution, I try to save him money. And I felt bad for the guy. So I was like, oh man, this guy's already bought this guy just bought a brand new PC. Here I am hitting him with a managed service contract. I'll try to save him some money and just say, you know what, it's a newer PC. We could do an SSD hard drive. And we have some peers got on me about it. Like, what the hell are you doing? Why'd you do that? And I'm like, I was just trying to be nice. Anyway, long story short, I have to. I think the moral of this walk and talk is that it's not our decision what the customer spends. It's not up to us. The customers looking to us as the professionals. The customer is looking to us to provide the very best solution, and it is up to the customer or the client to determine if that's what they want. And if it's too expensive, they can tell us, and we'll try to either come up with a less expensive solution or tell them that that's it. We're not going to cut corners anymore. Um, it's been over a year now since that happened, and he's had nothing but normal issues. Like just recently contacted us and needs to help migrating away from an old legal software he's using. They're not supporting it anymore. So, normal stuff. We have to help him be productive, be profitable, and do what he loves to do, which is legal work, not IT work. And I wanted to share that. I thought it was just it was interesting because I kind of thought in the back of my mind, and I shared it with the rest of the team. Like, why would you do this? Why would you sell a PC, rip the video card out, rip the hard drive out, and the guy wasn't even using? I mean, I could understand if he needed like a larger hard drive because he had a lot of data. He wasn't using but like 70 gig. All he really needed was like a 256 hard drive. And I'm like, this didn't make any sense. So my guess is I'm not even going to assume. I know that there was a video card shortage, a year or so ago. Maybe, who knows? Whatever they did, it was not honest and it was dishonest, and that's just the kind of stuff that makes us look bad, gives us a bad name, makes people not trust any of us, and I don't know. I don't know how to. I don't know if we'll ever be able to fix that. And it wasn't a trunk slammer. It wasn't just somebody that was just one man show. I mean, it was a business. I'm not going to share who it was, but it was an MSP. Just makes me shake my head and go, "Damn it, man! What the hell?" So, but all we can do is be honest, be truthful, lead with integrity, and just keep doing that, and never stop doing that. And if we make a mistake, own it, or we own it as soon as we realize we made a mistake, and then move on to bigger, brighter, better things. So that's my story for today. This is going to be a short walk too, only a 2 miler. He's already slowing down because it's like 84 with an 80 something percent humidity, a dew point of 74. Ugh. It's usually not like this in Dallas. It's usually not this humid, but it is for the last month or so. So it's just what we've been given. So got to deal with it. Anyway, make it a great week, everyone.